the weekly breakdown.
Yeah.
Number 151, palindrome, motherfucker.
Yeah.
What's up?
That does look different. Yeah.
It just looks something different about what things that we're doing the things with.
All that stuff on with the buttons looks different.
Yeah, like the button's bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like it.
You can call Microsoft, tell them I don't like this. Fix it.
Yeah.
Fix it now.
Fuck them. What's up?
Same old, really.
Yeah. Same here. We're going to talk about some stuff.
Thanks.
Yeah, there's kind of big 3 video game things that happened this week. Shadow of War, Spider-Man, and Spyro. All S's. The 3 S's of the video game world.
The only ones that matter.
Yeah. We'll also talk about a few other things. But yeah, I'm going to take this hat off.
Okay.
It's warm.
Yeah.
Now my hair's all fucked up.
Tis warm.
When I'm cold down here, that's what I do. I wear that hat.
You wear the hat. I can see it.
So, if we play Fortnite later, I'll probably have that hat on.
Wait, what, do you not turn the heater on, or?
No, I have that on, but that thing's weird. Like,
Okay.
It takes a long time for it to get this whole room warm.
Okay, I got you.
It's fucked up. Fuck the cold. I'm ready.
It's gonna
for
snow.
spring.
It's gonna snow tomorrow.
It's a bunch of shit. It's April. It's April, man. Come on.
I want snow in May. Come on, Mother Nature, make it happen.
Stupid, man. Freaking March into April has been more winter
than
winter was.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
The seasons are shifting, man.
Stupid. You know what else is stupid?
Fucking
Fucking Middle Earth Shadow of War's microtransactions are stupid. They're taking them out.
They are.
Yeah. Middle Earth Shadow of War. We talked about it when they announced that there was going to be microtransactions in the game. Now they are removing all the microtransactions in July or something.
Something like that.
You won't be able to buy the gold anymore that you used to buy, the chests and everything in May. They also have a new expansion coming out, so maybe this kind of lines things up. But they said some stupid shit. Stupid corporate shit. More like no shit. The core promise of the Nemesis system is our ability to build relationships with personal allies and enemies in a dynamic open world. Sounds about right.
Okay.
While purchasing orcs in the market is more immediate and provides additional player options, we have come to realize that providing this choice risked undermining the heart of our game, the Nemesis system. No shit. It allows you to miss out on the awesome player stories you would have otherwise created, and it compromises those same stories even if you don't buy anything. Simply being aware that they are available for purchase reduces the immersion in the world and takes away from the challenge of building your personal army and fortresses. In order to fully restore the core promise of the Nemesis system, we'll be permanently removing gold war chests in the market from Shadow of War. What the fuck?
Stupid, man.
It really is. It's incredibly frustrating that they just made a shitload of money for no fucking reason, pretty much. It's frustrating that it took this long for these things to come out. It's frustrating that they even did it in the first place.
Yeah, because it's a single player game. Or it's frustrating that they made the game and kind of made it in a way that kind of encourages buying.
Exactly. Especially
microtransactions.
Yeah, especially towards the end. Apparently the ending is extremely grindy to get the true ending.
Or the stuff we have to start defending your forts and whatnot.
So it's either you grind that shit out for hours and hours and hours, or you pay to speed that up. And now they're reworking that ending, so that sucks for the people that grinded it out and didn't pay anything. I mean, it sucks if you paid shit too.
Yeah, it just sucks all around, and it's like
it's shitty timing. This shit should have came out in the first place.
It should have you should have done this much sooner.
Yeah.
Sure, granted, maybe because the amount of time takes away from the authenticity of their statement. Which, sure, I'll even play a little bit devil's advocate. Maybe they didn't think it would affect the gameplay that much. But then, like, you should kind of realize with, like, all of the negative attention that was coming around this stuff. Even before the game came out, there was all kinds of... Wait, right around the time, there was that stuff with the charity orc that you could buy.
Yep.
And, like, that was a whole thing. And you should have realized then that, oh, this is a bad idea. You take it out then, boom, you save face. Now it's like... and especially with the expansion coming out soon, it's just like we're trying to make people like us again for when the expansion comes out.
Mm-hmm. A massive spider just dropped right over there and ran behind that desk.
Oh.
A pretty big fucking spider for around here.
Nice.
Oh shit, we might die on camera.
Mm-hmm.
But I fully agree with you. It's incredibly frustrating that they thought that they needed to make a shitload of extra cash off of a Lord of the Rings property.
Yeah.
Like, and they're doing so much more than the first game that a lot of things that people wanted.
Yeah,
and
like when the game got announced, the game's coming out, I'm like, this is awesome. Like, this is like the stuff, like, this is the next natural step for this game. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah.
And then they just kind of didn't do that.
Yeah. And like, the developers obviously had to know that, like, we put this in, it's going to undermine what makes their game special.
Yeah.
They were probably really forced to, some higher-ups at Monolith, maybe, or Warner Brothers, maybe, too, said that you got to do this. Maybe they're not making money off of it now. They want to look like the good guys. They want to get people back in to play the expansions that they have. They want to boost some more sales before some bigger games come out. Because, you might not be talking about Shadow of War.
Yeah, and, like, granted, I kind of get it from that perspective, because, like, if it was, like, some kind of bureaucratic, like, Warner Brothers stepping in, you kind of can't be, like, you can't throw them under the bus, because then, then fine, we're not gonna make your games anymore. So I guess it's a no-win situation right here. If it's like, hey, Warner Brothers is finally letting us take this out of the game. We didn't want it in the game in the first place. And then, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But, like, you can't say that.
Yeah. It's just... I guess it does, like, the frustration comes down to them even doing it in the first place. It was... I would say, we talked about this, everybody was pissed off about this shit. Then Battlefront 2 came up and it was like, wow, this is even worse.
Yeah.
And then, so all the rage was around Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2, they were smart enough to at least take them out immediately and rework the system. It took a little bit longer than I think they probably would have wanted. But they had to rework a lot.
They had to rework it. Like, it didn't finally get up to a point where it was like, until like last month.
Exactly. So, at least they took them out right away, where Shadow of War is just like...
By the time it's in July, it'll be almost a year since that game came out. Actually, it'll be like 9 months. It took 9 months. Whereas, 4 for Battlefront? Like, Battlefront took like 4 months, so this is going to take like 9. It's like...
Yeah.
Why not just be like... Yeah, we're... Like, you can rework the game, but show, like, that you really care and be like, we're ending this now.
Yeah.
Sure, the game, we're going to implement stuff now that we're going to change the progression system. That way it's not grindy towards the end. But we're taking this stuff out now. We're sorry that we're doing this, but we don't want to, unfairly charge people any longer. We want to show that we changed our mind. Because even like this, with their statement, it's like, we feel really bad. Not to cancel it immediately. We still want to get a couple months worth of money out of it. But, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah. I mean, it's frustrating. I bet Monolith and Warner Brothers, when the whole Battlefront 2 thing happened, they probably went, thank you.
Yeah.
Don't talk about us anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so this is like the first major news about that game since all that stuff.
Yeah, it is. So it's frustrating. I think we'll definitely see a different, fall season. I don't think these games and publishers and developers will be as in your face with this stuff.
I think I think Rockstar probably will keep doing what they're doing
with Red Dead Online.
Yeah, they'll keep doing what they're doing. Call of Duty will keep doing what they're doing. Like, it's not. Yeah, I mean, if things are just they're not going to escalate, and hopefully things don't escalate for a couple of years.
Yeah, but at least with those games, they make the games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that other shit is just added, and it's kind of unnecessary a lot of times. Whereas, Battlefront 2 was built completely around that system.
Yeah.
Shadow of War heavily leaned towards it, especially towards the end of the game. I don't think you'll see publishers and developers building around a system like this because it's just going to shoot them in the fucking face.
Yeah. I think hopefully that's a good lesson. I mean, like I said for a while, Battlefront, it kind of sucks, but Battlefront 2 needed to happen.
It did.
Something like that needed to happen. And honestly, it's better that it happened sooner rather than later.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of sucks that it was Battlefront that it happened to. A game that, probably besides all that stuff, would have been a fairly, good game. But, yeah.
Agreed. So, yeah. Moving on to some happier things. Let's talk about Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man has a release date. And that release date is going to be September 7th. Is when we will finally be able to play Spider-Man. I'm fucking stoked.
Yeah.
I am extremely stoked. Just some additional details on the game quick. So the game's going to have Mr. Negative and Kingpin in it as enemies.
Which has been kind of
Shocker
confirmed.
is going to be in it. So that's neat. There will be story DLC. The first of the 3 planned DLCs will involve Black Cat.
Cool.
The Insomniac basically has went to great lengths to recreate a realistic version of New York City, which pretty obvious there. Let's see here.
I know for one of the things that I saw was that there's sections of the game where you can play as MJ.
Yep.
I'm assuming stealth-based sections because it's not like she can swing around and do stuff like that. So.
Yeah. I also heard that you can kind of take selfies with
there's a pretty cool photo mode like that,
which is pretty cool. It's like a lot of really neat shit, and the footage that Game Informer released so far is really amazing. I mean, it looked amazing at E3 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only imagine it's even better this year.
Yeah, I'm wondering because that was the first I'd heard about the Black Cat being involved in the DLC. I wonder then if there'd be again, because I mean, even with the footage, there's still not a whole lot that's known about much of the game. I wonder if there's any. Introducing her because she's an interesting character because she's a possible love interest or whatever. I wonder if there's any kind of choice based stuff or if any kind of slightly split path kind of thing at any point that'd be interesting to do, especially with a Spider-Man game. I know they've done that before with Spider-Man Web of Shadows. That whole game is you want to be the good guy or do you want to be a bad guy kind of thing, and then that was really cool, and I hope that Insomniac kind of pulls from that. It seems like they are pulling from the best of the games. I mean, heavy influence I can tell from Spider-Man 2, which had a full New York and you could swing around, had the best swinging mechanics of any Spider-Man game ever.
Two, they nailed movement with Sunset Overdrive. Yeah. And I imagine that probably translates pretty well to Spider-Man too.
Yeah. Just being able to twist around and do shit like that.
Yeah, and to me it's they're capturing from what we've seen so far, which again is still very little. But it seems like they're capturing what Spider-Man's all about, Yeah. In that sort of fun. At E3, it was he's beating up a bunch of bad guys, but he never killed any of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I think is really cool. And I think it'll be good to have, Batman, Arkham, all 4 of those games were pretty cool. And now we're going to have Spider-Man, hopefully, probably, up there with him. And, Insomniac does not put out bad games. They really don't. So I truly believe that they're going to deliver something pretty damn awesome with this. And September's a great date. I mean, it's not a great date for Tomb Raider. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Once again, it's going to have some really stiff competition. I know it's the final game in this story arc, but still, I mean, that stinks that they didn't have...
They always are up against terrible games within the time frame of them coming out.
They really are.
And this is the worst one, because every other time, at least it was a couple months, and people could get the game, and then... you know what I mean?
Going up against Fallout 4 was not good.
What I'm more... is the genre.
Okay.
The games in the genre. You know, Spider-Man's in that third-person action-adventure genre. You know, Tomb Raider came out in March, and then by like June of that year, or was it July? That's when The Last of Us came out.
Yep.
And then Rise of Tomb Raider came out in October, and then in May of the following year, boom, there's Uncharted.
Yeah.
Like, sure, yeah, Fallout came out, which definitely did not hurt, but like, you know, it is a different audience in a lot of ways. If you're not a big RPG guy, Fallout coming out can be like, oh, well, who cares? So.
Right. But still, I mean, what I really, it's looking more and more like God of War is going to deliver something really special.
Yeah. And
that's only a few weeks away. Then you have Detroit in May. I really hope that delivers. Spider-Man in September. Fuck yeah. I mean, I wonder when Dreams comes out. You know, I say you put it out in August or you put it out next year.
Yeah.
You know, because between all these things that's going to come out between September and like early October, like that game would get fucking annihilated, you know? And they moved Days Gone out of the way, so that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean...
But September's just going to be crazy because getting to the next thing that we'll talk about, Spyro. It's finally back. Sort of.
Yeah, I'm trying to do quick maths.
Quick math. Give you the right time codes. Spyro Reignited Trilogy comes out September 21st for the 20th anniversary of Spyro.
-1, let's do quick maths. Sorry.
It will have Spyro the Dragon, Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage, and Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon. It's being made by Toys for Bob, which made Skylanders, and basically took Spyro and made him Skylanders, in a way.
And now they're making him Spyro again.
Exactly. But it'll be $40. Only coming out on PS4 and Xbox One right now. Unfortunately, no Switch version, but I can definitely see a Switch version.
Yeah, it can make the announcement at E3. Why not? Yeah. Or like, I feel like Nintendo wants to make all the announcements themselves. I feel like I figured they would be like, here to make our Nintendo Directs. You just keep it. Okay, fine. It's coming out on the Switch too.
Yeah. So. This was rumored forever, and it's finally going to be a thing, which is extremely exciting to me. Yeah. I mean, Spyro is one of the franchises I grew up with, along with Crash, and, you know, one of the more iconic characters, I guess you could say, to me, at least in my childhood. A lot of people had Mario and Link and Zelda and all those characters, and I'm over here, I'm like, Spyro and Crash, bro. That's where I'm at. So... really exciting to me. Visually, this looks really fucking good to me. Personally, I just think like Spyro is way more colorful than Crash, and I think with what they can do with today's technology, it just makes him look exciting.
Yeah, I think
makes those worlds really pop.
That's not really. I guess that's not a true statement. I was gonna say, in some ways, I'm more excited than I was for Crash. Because, I mean, I played more of Spyro than I did of Crash growing up, even though both of them were very limited. I didn't own a PS1 or a PS2 for a long time, so... But yeah, this should be super cool. I like that this is happening. Hopefully this means that there's a couple other, other old school franchises start coming back. Like, I would love if Rare did the same kind of thing with Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Same kind of stuff. Or Conker's, well, maybe not so much... Well, do Conker's Bad Fur Day, but keep, like, the aesthetic. Like, I don't know, don't make it look so hyper-realistic. So
yeah.
Keep, like, the cartoony-looking thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know one thing they're doing is they're remastering the soundtrack to this, too, which is very cool. And Spyro always had a really cool gameplay loop to me, and a lot of fun like that. And yeah. So I think it can probably work out pretty well. I do think it's easier to have Crash hold up than Spyro, but...
We'll see.
Yeah, we shall see. I'm excited regardless, and September's looking packed, man. I mean, you had September 7th, Spider-Man, September 14th, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, September 21st, Spyro. I know there's, like, it's not as big as the 3, but, like, Dragon Quest 11 comes out September 21st.
I would be surprised if either maybe early October then, if Splinter Cell comes out by then.
Yeah, and you gotta imagine there's maybe a big Destiny 2 expansion in September. It's like... And then Call of Duty pushed itself up into October.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. Then there's still Smash Brothers, Red Dead. Damn, it's gonna be a crazy fall.
It's gonna this year's my wallet's gonna hurt more than normal. Even though my every year my wallet hurts that time of year.
I think it's gonna hurt more in a shorter amount of time than usual.
Yeah. Because I at least got to get Spooderman and probably Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and then probably Smash and probably Red Dead. Like when they come out, and it's just like ugh.
Yeah. It's a lot of money right there. I mean, it really is. So yeah, that's that. It's kind of about it for video games. Like in terms of big things, like Overwatch has a new event, Overwatch Archives,
which is they're doing the Retribution, which is more Blackwatch, which is their covert like Black Ops thing. Also, apparently, 2 more skins did get announced as well. So like they've announced 3. Well, they've announced 3 skins. Reaper's getting a skin, which they haven't shown. Moira's getting a Blackwatch skin, and Hanzo's getting like a business suit attire skin. But then they also got Talon, a Talon Sombra skin, which looks really cool, and a Talon Doomfist skin.
All right.
Which makes a younger Doomfist, and he's the white and red color scheme, and it looks pretty cool.
Right on.
Yeah.
I'm down. I mean, it's a new PvE event where you're playing with Reaper, McCree, Mora, and
the
Genji. Yes, doing some different stuff. And I mean, the Uprising event is coming back again if you want to play that.
Yeah, it's basically each year, which makes sense. The Uprising, they're going to do like all these events, but it would just be nice if, I don't know, somehow they worked story into some more of the events. Like I know Lucio Ball and fucking Junkenstein's Revenge is a little bit harder to incorporate story into, but like if Cap the Flag somehow work something in, or just more lore stuff, man. The Overwatch lore is super cool. I want a movie. I want an Overwatch
really
movie.
awesome.
I want a fucking Overwatch
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Like show like the fall of like Overwatch the first time, and have like Soldier and Reaper fighting it out. That'd be, yeah, I'm all about that.
Yeah, I think what's cool about the whole Retribution thing is like all those characters are bad guys, technically. So
in some ways, like I mean, they all eventually become bad guys. I think maybe not Genji. I think Genji might actually be a good guy. But like,
but they're definitely on the other side from some of the other ones.
Yeah,
like
definitely
Winston
Reaper
or Soldier.
Yeah, definitely Reaper and definitely Moira.
Yeah,
McCree's like a fucking outlaw.
Kind of goes back and forth.
Yeah, but so like stuff like that's really cool, and I just want lore. Apparently there's supposed to be like a 20-minute short coming out that's gonna have like a bunch of the characters in it in like the modern setting, and I'm like,
yeah, those things are neat.
About that. Yeah,
I like them. And then, gosh, Final Fantasy 15 announced even more DLC.
On top of the 4 that they already had announced that are spilling into next year, there's 4 more coming next year.
Yeah. So, lots of crazy shit happening in the world of video games. Let's transition to movies a little bit.
Okay.
Some other stuff.
No.
I saw A Quiet Place last night. This is the new movie with Emily Blunt and John Krasinski. It's an interesting movie. Basically, there's these weird creatures, completely unexplained where these things came from, too. That's the one thing that was really fucking frustrating. But they show up. It's just like post-apocalyptic sort of world. Not people around. You make noise, you die. Because those things, they're attracted to noise. Otherwise, they're like blind and shit. So, of course, that makes for some tension. But it's an interesting movie because the whole movie is pretty much silent. Like, there's not a whole lot of music in the movie or soundtrack, and there's really barely any spoken dialogue. So it's a movie that's lifted more by the performances of the characters, which I think, for the most part, are really well done. And it also just creates a ton of great tension throughout the whole thing. Like, I loved and hated that I saw this movie in the theater. Because you're seeing it in the theater, it's on a big screen, nice sound system. can definitely suck you in a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
than if you were sitting at home and you're distracted by 40,000 things. But at the same time, it's a movie that just demands that everybody is dead silent. And then you have people like opening their fucking candy and digging their popcorn and whispering to this person. It's like, sometimes that can really take you out of it. It is frustrating. Definitely. So, yeah.
I want to see it.
It is good. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. There's a few plot lines, at least one plot line in particular that I'm like, this is just fucking stupid that even happened in the first place. That kind of...
Maybe I'll go see it tomorrow.
And that kind of takes... That plot line is like most of the movie too. So you kind of have to go along with a few things with the movie, but I would have to spoil it, so I don't want to really say.
Okay.
But it is an interesting world that they have set up. I just wish, one, we learn a little bit more about it, and actually that's it. There is no number 2. I just wish we learned a little bit more about it, because like there's really nobody around, or at least in this setting. You know, they're more in like rural America, on a farm and stuff. So, but there's really like nobody around that they come in contact with, and even in the beginning of the movie, they're in a different place, and there's like nobody there too. So it's like, well, what the hell happened? In the movie too, like, I liked and didn't like the ending at the same time, because the movie just stops. It doesn't really end, but at the same time, you look at the ending and you're like, that's pretty cool. I don't know. It's intriguing. It's an intriguing movie. It's more, I would say, more of a thriller sort of movie than a horror, just creating a lot of tension. I like movies like that. They can be like, ooh, I can't believe that's happening.
Yeah, see that. Maybe I'll go see it tomorrow. Put in my busy schedule for what I have to get done.
There was some interesting trailers there. There was Action Point, Johnny Knoxville's new movie. Basically, he's building an amusement park, which, goddamn, that looks fun to watch. There's a movie, I think it's called Tag.
Tag, yeah.
With Jeremy Renner, one of the guys from The Hangover, and I'm blanking on the other guy's name, but
I think isn't it somebody from Always Sunny?
Maybe.
I think maybe.
I don't remember, but that movie looks fucking stupid too, but stupid in a fun way. Because it's apparently based off of a true story of these friends that play tag their whole life. Like they're at a wedding, and it's like, you may kiss the bride, tag you're it. You know, that sort of dumb shit like that. And apparently Jeremy Renner's character like never gets tagged. That's the thing in the movie. I'm like, okay. It's like part of the trailer is like, one of them's running up, he's like, I'm gonna fucking get him this time. He's not seeing me coming because his back's to me. And then Jeremy just turns, looks behind him, grabs his Coke, throws it in the dude's face, and the dude falls on the ground and doesn't tag him. Like, it's pretty good. It's fucking stupid, but it's one of those movies.
Dude, fucking Rampage.
Next week. Yeah.
I want to go see a flying wolf and George the gorilla.
In Negan.
Negan's in there. Being Negan, or maybe this is Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
It's definitely not Jeffrey Dean Morgan, man. That's Negan. Straight up in those trailers, Did I mention a wolf?
What, you ain't seen the 300-pound wolf that's running around here?
Yeah. That movie looks fun. Fun in a dumb way.
Looks like a dumb, fun time.
Yeah. Agreed. And then Avengers is very soon.
In 2 weeks. Fuck yeah.
3.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3.
But still, 3 very short weeks. So yeah. Talk about some music.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
A little bit of a lighter week. Not too much happening.
Bullet for My Valentine. It's going to put out Gravity June 29th. They put out their song Over It. You should go check out that review that this guy did.
I did it. Don't make me bring the gravity.
Yeah. Nope. And, are you over it?
Nah.
I mean, it's an alright song.
It's
got some groove to it. It's got a pretty cool lead. The lead isn't super like wow. It's the production of it that I think is really incredible. It has a really catchy chorus, but very, very Bullet for My Valentine.
Definitely them trying to get they played on BBC Radio, so it's a very radio-esque song.
It is. And like you said, and I fully agree with you, it's a very feverish song.
Definitely,
I can see it being on Fever.
Yeah, them trying to get back to where they were at that point, where they were going to be like the next Avenged Sevenfold and blow up.
Yeah. I mean, that band was going up and up and up and up and up, hit temper, and then just drop like a fucking rock.
Hit with temper, and then
now they have to build themselves back up again. It's like, that album really fucked them. I mean, they're still a huge fucking band, but they definitely could have a much larger audience, I think, if it wasn't for that record.
Yeah.
But regardless, looking forward to some new Bullet for My Valentine. They're always kind of I don't really believe in guilty pleasures. You like what you like. But if I was to say I have a guilty pleasure, Bullet for My Valentine's definitely one of them. Because I do enjoy me some Bullet. I mean, Screaming Fire is still probably one of my favorite albums ever.
Yeah, it's up there for me.
And then I mean, Venom was good. Fever has some songs on it. So does The Poison. Temper doesn't.
Nah.
Go check out our Temper review, album review.
Mm-hmm.
Old school. We both have our hair.
Both hair.
The camera's terrible. The audio's terrible.
Fucking danced around and lost our breath and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. Good times. Let's see what else here. There's a few other things. Bleeding Through is a metalcore band that was around for a while. Then they went away. Gosh, I want to say 2010, 2011 maybe that was their last album. And now they're coming back. They put out a new track, Set Me Free, and they're putting out Love Will Kill All, May 25th. So, the new song's pretty cool. I mean, it is a Bleeding Through. Bleeding Through was the first show I went to, post, getting my license. I'm going by myself, sort of thing. They played at the Chameleon Club, went saw Bleeding Through, and after the burial, the Word Alive, and there was somebody else. And there was, 50 people there. But it was fun. Gosh, where's the fucking shit? Because there was another album that got announced this week. I had it somewhere, and I lost it. Keith's riffing.
I can do some riffing.
Where the fuck is it? It's Impending Doom.
It's Oh, yeah.
There we go, Impending Doom. It's gonna... Dude, they haven't done anything in a long fucking time, too. The Sin and the Doom Volume 2.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out June 22nd.
Sin and the Doom Volume 2 coming out in June.
Yeah.
Lots of rhymes.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 5 years since they did Death Will Reign, which wasn't a bad album. But Impending Doom, always bringing the heavy on the deathcore side.
Is that There Will Be Violence?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that album cover. Yeah. That's some old school shit. Gruesome is a death metal band. They're putting out their second album, Twisted Prayers.
Twisted.
So that's exciting too. June 1st is when that comes out. Gruesome is pretty fucking cool. They're more of a obituary style death metal band, which I like. Get a fucking great tour here. Volumes, Upon a Burning Body, The White Noise, and Conviction are touring. Are you stoked? Does this make you feel good? Or do you want to bring the rain?
Stop.
We can bring the rain at the show and feel good.
Yeah. After the Burials, they're pretty cool. I think, did I see them live once? I think I did.
You might have.
Right at the Chameleon. I think they were one of the times. Yeah, I think they opened for Trivium the one time we saw them at the Chameleon. I think.
I don't remember.
I was at the Chameleon. If I saw them,
mm-hmm.
That's where it was. I'm trying to show us that. Or did they? No, they didn't open for Evocation. I'm trying to think of the last couple shows I went to the Chameleon for.
Yeah, I don't remember. I haven't seen them in a long time.
Might have been. Oh, Upon a Burning Body. I've never seen them.
Yeah.
Actually, after the Burial, so I was thinking. I think they opened for Trivium.
Yeah, it was after the Burial.
I think they opened for Trivium. Yeah. Upon a Burning Body. No, they might have been. No, I don't think they were Mayhem one of the years. Yeah. They might have been. No, that was when that whole kidnapping thing happened.
Yeah. Yes, that's stupid fucking shit. Ugh, my God. Dimmu Borgir, they're playing 4 shows in the United States. They haven't toured over here in a long time, so they're calling them exclusive shows. They have a new album coming out May 4th. They haven't put out... There's all these bands putting out albums that haven't put shit out in forever. This band hasn't put anything out since 2010. So it's been a long time, and I've enjoyed the songs that they put out. I know a lot of people are like, it's not what I want. It's not from the early 2000s, Dimmu. And it's like, well, look at where they were. They weren't going that way anyway. Sorry about your luck. But if you're in Las Vegas, Chicago, Toronto, or New York, go see them.
Go to fucking New York.
New York. And then the last thing, Ailstorm and Glory Hammer are touring with each other.
Fucking stoked.
I am very excited for that one. I mean, Ailstorm is incredible to see live, but fucking Glory Hammer, dude.
Just seeing Glory Hammer playing anything from their first 2 albums would be awesome.
It absolutely will. So that's exciting. Let's do some new music, because there's some shit out this week.
New muse.
Caliban put out Elements this week. They're metalcore. Pretty interesting. Let's get going. Kalma with Pala. They're melodic death metal and very cool. I'm looking forward to listening to that one. I haven't listened to it yet, but basically, if you're into I don't really know Children of Bodom, especially
Children of Batman.
Kalma's good. Camelot with The Shadow Theory. Progressive power metal.
Yeah.
So there you go. But
sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to that one more. So far, I've listened to it about 2.5 times, and it's good. It doesn't excite me as much as Haven did, but there's some good songs on it. Under Oath with Erase Me.
Apparently it's really good. So I've heard.
Yeah.
Or Carl from the radio station likes it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I have not listened to it yet, but I want to. Just hear it. Winter Phylith with The Hallowing of Haredom. This is folk. Basically, Winter Phylith is a black metal band. They put out some pretty good black metal albums, but this one is just all folk, like acoustic stuff. So very interesting there. All right, get some interesting shit. Maybe I don't know. I don't really know a lot of these bands. Black Salvation with Uncertainty is Bliss.
Sounds like a very what was the name of the band?
Black Salvation.
Progressive.
Psychedelic doom.
Fuck.
Bleed From Within with Era. This is metalcore.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds very metalcore.
There's some alright jams on that one. The Dead Daisies with Burn It Down.
Dead Daisies. That sounds like a kind of just rock band.
Yeah, they are. The Grotesquerie with the Lupine Anathema.
Death metal.
Hell yeah. Spiders with Killer Machine.
Death metal?
Stoner,
damn.
2 more. Valhalla with Lights My Gracious Highway.
It better be fucking folk metal or power metal.
Hard rock.
Fuck.
I don't know,
Come
man.
on.
Guess we'll have to look that one up. Last one, Wisdom, spelled WHYZDOM, with As Time Turns to Dust.
Power metal.
Yeah. There we go. That's it. Go listen to some new music, because there's some shit.
Some good shit out.
There's some good stuff coming up, too. So, thanks for watching, listening. See you later. Go check out some stuff. There's some stuff up.
There's some stuff. Series Fortunate Events.
Bullet, Red Sun
Rising. A couple other older ones too from the previous week. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. Sorry. Yeah. We did our top songs of the 2000s a little while ago. You should check that out.
Yeah.
Hopefully soon we'll do the 2010s.
Yeah, we were going to do it today.
But it's fine.
Hey, it is what it is. See you guys later.